Right now, two teens are facing charges for stealing a woman's van, how police were able to stop them. And officials with a Marine unit in California say they want to be transparent about the arrest made in connection to a human smuggling investigation.
From the Channel3000.com Alert Center, this is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 Now on this Friday afternoon. The morning rain cleared out and we have plenty of sunshine ahead. Let's check in with Chris Reese. He's over in the Weather Center with a first alert forecast. Hi, Chris.
Hello. We are watching some of those showers that are still lingering out throughout the area. A lot of that is mainly towards the east of Madison. So here is how things have been playing out for us. Lots of cloud cover out there. Temperatures are still into the 70s. But with the rain moving out, winds are now turning out of the south at 11 miles per hour. That should allow things to warm up about another 10 degrees or so as we go throughout the day. 79 already in Janesville, Lone Rock at 78, Boscobel at 79. So we're all going to see those highs make it into the low and mid 80s. It's all about the timing as to when that cloud cover can break up. Of course, we're watching that cloud cover break up a lot as we speak on this map right here. You can actually see parts of western Wisconsin starting to see a little bit more in the way of some sunshine. So as we plan out the day, look for that sunshine to become more abundant into the afternoon and evening. I do think our highs will top out right around 84. Mark?
All right, just got to get those clouds out of here.
Yes, we do.
All right, we'll see you in a few minutes, Chris. Thank you. New at noon, police have released surveillance photos of the two men accused of stealing $6,000 worth of cigarettes. This happened around 2:30 in the morning yesterday at the Quick Trip on West Broadway. They got away with 76 cartons of cigarettes. Anyone with information asked to call Crime Stoppers. Two teens are facing charges for stealing a Dodgeville woman's van. Around 7 o'clock last night, the van was seen weaving in and out of traffic on the West Beltline. Madison police officers located the van on South Gammon Road. The driver was waiting to turn at an intersection when police pulled a squad car in front of the van and ordered the two 13-year-old boys out at gunpoint. Both were taken to the Juvenile Reception Center. Police say the victim got her car back, the inside smelling of fresh smoked marijuana. A 35-year-old Milwaukee man is facing charges for injuring a 5-year-old girl in a road rage incident yesterday. The man verbally confronted her father, who was driving. Then home surveillance video captured him firing shots at the vehicle as the father drove away. The girl suffered a minor graze wound to the leg and has been treated. Authorities in two Missouri counties are continuing the search for two Wisconsin brothers missing since Sunday. Several family members are now there to help.
We've been holding together pretty good. We're pretty positive about it.
We hope we can get a good resolution to this. We really do. We're making sure we do a thorough job through the process of this.
Nicholas and Justin Demel own a livestock business in Shawano County and regularly travel to Missouri to meet with farmers. Investigators have searched the property where the brothers met with clients, along with buildings, ponds, and waste piles. Sheriff's deputies found their rental vehicle in a commuter lot, but no other belongings have turned up. 16 United States Marines are under arrest in connection with a human smuggling and drug probe along the U.S. border with Mexico. Those arrests were made yesterday at Camp Pendleton in California in front of their entire unit. Just 60 miles north of the Mexican border, none of the Marines were among the 6,600 active duty and National Guard troops assigned to patrol the border.
The release of this information was really so we could be completely transparent about what happened today. It was a very large arrest.
Earlier this month, two other Marines were arrested for trying to smuggle 3 undocumented immigrants into the U.S. Authorities say the immigrants had agreed to pay the Marines $8,000. New York City is suing American Airlines over its employee sick leave policy. The city's Department of Consumer and Worker Protection alleges the carrier retaliated against workers who used paid sick time. It also says American Airlines pays for sick time at a lower rate than required by law and doesn't allow workers to use accrued sick leave. The lawsuit looks for about $375,000 in restitution for more than 750 ground crew workers. The Justice Department has approved a merger between T-Mobile and Sprint. The $26 billion deal still faces a review by a federal district court, and consumer advocates worry the industry consolidation will lead to higher rates. The resulting company would be the third largest U.S. wireless carrier with about 90 million customers. President Trump is downplaying a North Korean missile test, calling into Fox News Channel's Sean Hannity last night.
They really haven't tested missiles other than, smaller ones, which is something that lots test.
North Korea called the test a warning to South Korea ahead of planned military exercises with the United States next month. South Korea says the missiles are a new design for North Korea. And CBS News has confirmed the U.S. had no warning the missiles were going to be launched, indicating North Korean technology may be improving. More local news now. Habitat for Humanity volunteers will be hard at work at the farmers market on the square tomorrow morning. 100 volunteers will build frames for 2 houses on the 100 block of Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. News 3's now Danica Lewis will be there along with Police Chief Mike Koval and players from the Madison Capitals hockey team. The event is meant to raise awareness for affordable housing. The Bucks have announced a new co-ed dance team that will replace the all-female Milwaukee Bucks dancers next season. The 414 crew will bring more high-caliber dancing, breaking, and tumbling talents to the court. The Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel reports to the Bucks organization this is a good opportunity to follow the direction that many other professional sports teams have already gone. A former Bucks dance team member told the paper it's, quote, interesting. The organization is interested in promoting gender equality here when the NBA overall is mostly male-run. She says they're taking away the one thing that was female-dominated. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. I'm next. We'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
We've got a recipe that takes this and turns it into this. You won't want to miss what we're cooking up today. Every year right about now, we get all sorts of requests from many of you who are looking for ways to use zucchini. And from what I can tell from your emails, you either grow zucchini in your garden and you have an endless supply, or you buy tons of it at the market since it's so darn cheap. Either way, I have a recipe that can turn that bounty into a change of pace bake that goes together like this. All we do after grating a few zucchini is add some beaten eggs, Parmesan cheese, some chopped onion, a good amount of flour, biscuit baking mix, a bit of vegetable oil, and a slew of spices, and give it a good mix. Then we pour it into an 8-inch square baking dish. While that bakes, we can throw some chicken in a grill pan or on the grill, and dinner is done in just minutes. When you cut this into squares, it won't be long before everyone is devouring your new creation. And once they do, you can bet they'll love it. I do hope you'll go online and get the recipe for zucchini squares, so you'll be armed with a recipe that is not only budget-friendly this time of year, but one that's truly amazing. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a summary way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, Howard, thank you. Plenty of sunshine coming up later today and through the weekend. It could feel as hot as the mid-90s. Meteorologist Chris Reese will have your first alert forecast next. This just into the Channel 3000 Alert Center. The House Judiciary Committee is moving to obtain the secret grand jury material from Special Counsel Robert Mueller's report in federal court. The committee also plans to file a lawsuit soon to enforce its subpoenas of former White House counsel Don McCann. The two court efforts represent the next path to decide whether to move forward on impeachment. Well, Twitter stocks are on the rise, and photo archives of Ebony and Jet magazine are headed to the Smithsonian Museum. Wendy Gillette has your Money Watch report.
The economy slowed sharply in the second quarter. The gross domestic product grew at a rate of 2.1% from April to June, compared to 3.1% the previous quarter. The Commerce Department also revised last year's growth estimate, downgrading it from 3 to 2.5%. More earnings reports are coming in today, including from Twitter. The social media site exceeded Wall Street expectations with second quarter earnings of $1.12 billion. Twitter reported strong user numbers and revenue. The photo archive of Ebony and Jet magazines is heading to the Smithsonian Museum. The archive chronicles African American history. Two foundations are buying its 4 million prints and negatives for $30 million as part of an auction to pay off Johnson Publishing's debts. Johnson filed for bankruptcy in April. A judge in Chicago has tentatively approved the deal. And we all scream for ice cream in July. It's National Ice Cream Month. The mobile payment company Square says the top flavor in 14 states is chocolate, followed by 12 states picking vanilla. The most unusual pick is in Nevada, where unicorn is the favorite flavor. Square also says 40% of ice cream sales are on Saturdays or Sundays. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Wendy Gillette.
Wendy, thank you. The Dow Industrials are up 22 points at the noon hour. The NASDAQ up 83 and the S&P 500 gaining 19 points. Let's check in now with Q106 Farm Director Pam Yankee, who is back in the radio barn on this Friday. Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you. Been a busy week, but thank goodness we've had beautiful weather all right along. You know, I'll kind of stick with that food theme, Mark. Wisconsin Farm Technology Days concluded yesterday in Jefferson County. Congratulations to those folks for a job well done. The weather helped as far as attendance. Some new ideas that they tried, including their successful block party on Wednesday afternoon with extended show hours. And then there's always the food. Show organizers say that they sold about 3,500 cookies, about 1,500 cream puffs at the Jefferson County event. Now, the cream puffs were a little bit of a dust-up. Dairy farmers not real happy because the cream puffs they had at the Jefferson County show were not 100% dairy. They offered a couple different flavors, and because of those flavors, kind of tough to make them 100% dairy. Plus, remember, that show is literally out in the middle of a field, so logistics got to be an issue too. But still, they had quite a selection of great food. Again, congratulations to Jefferson County. So on the midday, the only market that's going up is our soybeans. There's some concerns in the marketplace, how big our yields are really going to be. The national average kind of continues to drop in some of the major states like Illinois and Indiana. So we're going to watch on Monday to see what the crop progress report shows us. Hey, speaking of what I'm showing you, I just want to let you Channel 3 viewers know in advance where I'm going in 2020 for our farm tours. January 4th through the 15th, we're headed to Costa Rica and Panama, not just the canal, but the whole country. And then September next year, Scotland and Northern Ireland, if you want to get on my list early. Barrel cheese today was unchanged. 40-pound block cheese down a half, 182.5. The AA butter closes the week up a penny at $2.37 a pound. So there you go, Mark. Yeah, it's been kind of a running situation this week. Rock County Fairs, Columbia County Fairs also ready to keep you entertained right on through the weekend.
A little easier to breathe out there these days than last weekend.
Yeah, hopefully. We'll see what Chris has got up his sleeve with that humidity, though.
Yeah, it's coming back. All right, have a good weekend. Here is Chris. What's up your sleeve, Chris?
Well, right now we are tracking at least a couple of showers and thunderstorms throughout parts of the area. Now, a lot of this is falling apart. It's running into air that's a little bit more stable. So some of the showers we had earlier, those are moving away. I'm watching one thunderstorm near Black River Falls. You have a couple strikes of lightning embedded within that. That will not last much longer. It's going to continue to push off towards the south and east. Now, where we do have a better chance of showers and thunderstorms across the state today, that's going to be well north from the Twin Cities through Rylander up towards the UP of Michigan. Now, tomorrow afternoon, that does move towards the south and east, and we will see at least a marginal risk for some showers and thunderstorms to grow severe tomorrow afternoon and evening. We'll touch on that in a moment. In the meantime, the clouds are starting to thin out for us. The temperature still at 74, those winds coming out of the south at 11 miles per hour. Check out the humidity, though, 71%. The dew point, 64. So we're seeing more moisture into the atmosphere. That's being funneled in by that strong southerly wind that we do see. Janesville, you guys are at 79. Boscobel also at 79. A lot of these temperatures are getting ready to go towards 80. We just have to get a little bit more sunshine. And once that happens, it's going to feel uncomfortable as well. Check out these dew points that are all the way again into the 60s. We're talking upper 60s and low 70s for those dew points. So yes, it is starting to feel a bit uncomfortable when it comes towards the humidity. Now, thankfully, the cloud cover doesn't make it feel all that bad, but here comes the sun. It's already starting to break up throughout the western part of the state. We'll see more of that sunshine into this afternoon. Temperatures will likely top out around 84, though. The air is a little bit rain-cooled, so it will not warm up as much as, say, we thought earlier on this morning. But still, the mid-80s and a lot of humidity. It'll feel close to 90 at times. We'll cool down towards 68 degrees overnight tonight. Pay attention to the winds, though. They're staying out of the south and west. That strong southwesterly wind will continue to usher in more humidity and warmer air towards the weekend. That will help spark at least a few chances for some showers and thunderstorms, especially Saturday night. So here is what Future Track is showing tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Any one of these storms has a chance to be severe, but not everyone will get in on a severe thunderstorm tomorrow. The main threats are going to be gusty winds and perhaps some hail embedded within those. That'll move on towards the south and east, and then those winds once again into Sunday turn out of the south. That is ahead of a bigger chance for rain Sunday night into Monday. This is as a cold front begins to work our direction. So we'll be watching that Sunday night and the Monday morning time frame for the heaviest rain to come through and perhaps the most long-lasting rain to come on through here. But once that moves towards the south and east, things will get cooler for us. We're going to watch another dip in the jet stream come on through. That's what's going to be responsible for the showers and thunderstorms Sunday and into Monday, and that's going to feel good for a couple of days. But keep in mind that this big ridge of heat is going to be lurking throughout the western part of the country. And so every now and then we'll get a piece of heat that comes our way, and then more cooler air will come in out of Canada to cool us off. And every time that happens, that will bring in an increased chance for some showers and thunderstorms. So we're going to be keeping a close eye on that one. Watch the temperatures come down as we go through the next 10 days before going back up on Friday. And then here's the next cold front by next weekend. But given that our average temperature is 81 right now, a lot of these days the temperatures are still well above average. And that's the pattern that we have seen for quite some time. But hey, at least it feels like summer around here, because it could always be colder or it could always be a lot warmer, as we have seen here in Wisconsin. But still, by the time we get you through Monday afternoon, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, most of Friday, that whole stretch next week is going to be fantastic. It's oddly enough the weekends that we're watching, that's the pattern we're in right now, where those fronts are coming through to cool us off, but they'll have chances for rain with them as well.
Okay, that's almost August.
It is almost August, believe it or not.
All right, thanks, Chris.
My pleasure.
Well, next at noon, a big surprise for an Alabama school janitor, how the community is pitching in to thank him for his work. Well, sometimes being a janitor can be a thankless job, but not for an Alabama man who's made a big impression on the school he cleans and his community. Brian Henry has more.
The surprise setup was perfect, and it paid off. Kenny Morris walked in the lobby at Jim Pearson Elementary School bewildered. He was clueless on what the commotion was all about.
We just want you to know, as a community,
until Ellen Price revealed the real surprise.
all gotten together to get you a new car.
A new used car is on the way to replace the old clunker Morris is driving now. The reason behind it all is the school found out Kenny Morris was having trouble making doctor's appointments and sometimes to work.
This school truly would not run as efficiently or as much fun without Kenny.
I was completely shocked because I didn't know what I thought it was somebody else.
All the more reason to repay Morris for his loyalty to the school. For 24 years, Morris has been sweeping his way in the hearts of countless children who have come and gone.
They don't forget me. I don't forget them. Now, some of them I give them nicknames.
He's very funny, he's sweet, and he's crazy.
Kenny Morris even had a nickname for his own vehicle, White Lightning, or it used to be. After all, it has close to 295,000 miles on it. Are you surprised it's lasted this long?
Yes, sir.
Time to trade in the old and roll in the new set of wheels before long, but there's no trading in an original in Kenny Morris.
Thank y'all so much.
One of a kind, beloved and cherished at Jim Pearson Elementary.
Well, good for them and good for him. All right, Chris, one final check of the forecast.
Hey, we're going to see more sunshine coming into the picture as we go through the afternoon. I don't think temperatures will make it into the upper 80s just due to the rain and the cloud cover earlier on. So I brought the high down a couple degrees to 84, but it is still going to be very humid. Most of Saturday, expect plenty of sunshine, but we'll see a chance for at least some isolated storms Saturday night. And then Sunday night into Monday, we'll see another round of some showers and thunderstorms. So do not cancel any outdoor plans this weekend. I think you'll be able to get most of those in. We'll see some cooler weather early next week with lower humidity, plenty of sunshine as well. By Friday afternoon, we'll see another chance for showers and thunderstorms. That's a cold front that'll cool us off next Saturday and Sunday.
All right, Chris, thank you. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you back here at 4. Have a great afternoon.